The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Blah, 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 blah. My cup overflows. My cup overflows. We had an illustration in Vacation Bible School, and I need a volunteer who would help me do this. Volunteer, please, Ryan. And what Ryan is going to do is going to graphically illustrate Old Covenant forgiveness and New Covenant forgiveness. You're going to stand right here, and you're going to look here. And by the way, you are absolutely demoralized for your sin, aren't you?
Yes.
And what have you done? Now, this is Old Covenant, and I'm a Levite priest. Okay, you don't have to be specific on this, but you can if you want. What have you done?
All kinds of stuff.
Okay, well, you're offering the right sacrifice for the right sin, so I want you to hold out over. And so, Old Covenant, an animal would be sacrificed, and grace would be administered. And he would be forgiven of that sin. But then, the next day, Ryan would come back, and he would say,
I've done the same kinds of things.
He offers the right sacrifice, and grace is administered to cover the sins of the sacrifice. Are you with me so far? Okay, so grace is administered, and watch it, enough to cover. Enough to cover. Now, whenever we step back again, and we now step into New Covenant era, Jesus has died on the cross, He's been raised from the dead, and God's grace is completely revealed. And David said, my cup overflows. Now that is incredible, because what we have is when he confesses his sin, he turns to Jesus, and he says, I need from you complete forgiveness. Please, I give you my life, all that I am, all that I have, all that I ever will be. And we have then the pouring of the grace of God. Do we have just enough to cover the sin?
Yes, but no.
Now I'm going to ask you, I'm asking for your participation. I'm asking for everyone's participation now. All right? Do you have enough to just cover your sin? No, you have more than enough, don't you? So you have an actual pouring of the grace that overflows and continues to cover all sin. Totally unexpected. Absolutely totally unexpected. More grace than he'll ever be able to use. And then he's welcomed into the family by his brothers.